And we are live. Welcome back to Pistons Jack Fan Reacts, where we'll get into a decent game against the Bucks tonight, where the Pistons lost, but I think it's not the worst thing in the world because they have now locked in pretty much I'm pretty sure it'll be officially locked in very shortly, a playoff series against the Knicks. Um, we've got my man Tom, Korean Pistons fan, joining me in just a moment. But if anyone else wants to jump on the stream, talk about some playoff hoops, talk about tonight's game. The Pistons still played relatively well. There's plenty to chat about. So shoot me a DM on Instagram or Twitter, and we will get you up here as quick as possible. Um, just my very, very brief thoughts before I bring up Tom. Uh, tonight's game, or today's game for me, I'll be honest, I missed a lot of the first quarter. The games have been starting at 9 a.m. for me. I assume it's something to do with daylight savings, but I think this will change come playoff time. So I missed a lot of the first quarter. And then just watching this, I wouldn't say like as a fan, I'm ducking the Pacers. Like if the Pistons were to play the Pacers, I think that'd be a fun series and I'd give our guys a pretty good shot. But I just want the Knicks so bad. So watching this game tonight, knowing because the Pacers got blown out by the Magic, that the Knicks are now going to keep the 3 spot, knowing that if the Pistons lost tonight, we can officially say they're playing the Knicks. I just watched this game quite numb, to be honest. It reminded me, it's the first time I felt this season where I've just been like, if they win, that's good because the Bucks were pretty much healthy. But if they lose, there's also something to gain. It reminded me a little bit of like when I'd be looking at Tankathon um, in all those rebuilding seasons. So watching the game tonight, like I was just honestly numb. Obviously, the Pistons end up losing, but I mean, Kay Cunningham looks incredible. Like I posted some of his stats. I think he scored 36 tonight or 38. Uh, let me just get this up because I want to quickly read these to you guys, and then I'm bringing Tom on up here. But yeah, so in Kate's 4 games since coming back from injury, 36 and 12 assists tonight, 36 and 8 assists against the Knicks yesterday, 35 and a couple of steals, 5 assists against, I think that was, I'm going blank against the Kings, and then he had 25 and 9 against the Grizzlies in his first game back. So he just looks rested. He looks in control. He's getting to his spots. The 3-pointer is coming back slightly, but he's looking incredible. So I mean, Kate Cunningham against the Knicks at MSG, like I am so excited. I am so, so excited. I cannot wait to see him at MSG for those first 2 games, then obviously back in Detroit. I think it's gonna be incredible. The fans the past 2 games at LCA have been incredible. Shout out to all Pistons fans for Fan Appreciation Day. Uh, like the LCA sounds incredible, and it's so cool to see everyone coming back, and just it's getting real noisy in there because this team has, just been incredible this season. So I'm going to bring up my man Tom, get his thoughts on the game. Tom, what's going on, man?
What up, though? Hi, Jack. Hi, everyone.
How you feeling, Tom?
I'm feeling great. Same as you. I told you in the group chat, I was feeling like Jekyll and Hyde. I was like, I want the Pistons to win, but at the same time, I wanted to lose. It was a very confusing experience, but I'm glad it's
Yeah,
over. Yeah, I'm glad it's over. We're locked into the 6 seeds. We're against New York. It was the matchup that I wanted and that you wanted, and I think we're really good to go now. Like well,
yeah.
let's
It
go. Yeah,
just no, it really. I wonder. I feel like maybe a lot of fans are then probably feeling like we were. Like it was just like because obviously they could have won today and then still lose to the Bucks on Sunday, Monday, whenever that game is. But I think there was just something about like I almost just want it to be over. I just want to know who we're playing
same.
because I wanted the Knicks so bad. So it was a weird viewing experience. It was just like they were playing so well for patches, but then I wasn't also disappointed when Giannis would just come in and dunk everything and get to the free throw
Yeah.
line. Get to the free throw line a fair bit. JB Biggerstaff had a pretty funny response to that in his presser, but
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
it.
it was just like I was just a bit numb and like you said, a bit like Jekyll and Hyde. Like I don't really care too much. I don't want to say us get blown out, but apart from that, like I'm pretty good.
Yeah, like having Cade put up like another dominant performance. Like we can tell that his calf issue, not what was it his
No,
contusion
it
issue
was tough.
it's really behind him. Yeah, it's calf, right? It's completely behind him. He's all healthy. And Tobias, his Achilles you can tell is healthy. He played both ends of a back to back. So what matters most is now to be healthy for the last game of the regular season. We want Stu to be healthy. We don't want to pressure him to play the next game. I think we have a 3-1 record against the Knicks this season. So I think I like our chances. Like the Knicks fans have been really annoying like past few days, like saying that they missed like some players, blah blah blah. But I really think we have a really good matchup against them, and I did make my playoff predictions, and I have us winning in 6.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if the Pistons win, I think it's gonna go to 6 games no matter what.
Hmm.
Whoever wins. I think like even tonight, I know they gave up 120 points, but I just think the defense we saw from them yesterday, the way we've seen them play the Knicks, those other 2 games at MSG, like I think their defense alone is going to win them a game or two, especially with Stu back. And I like what you said about Tobias as well, because I didn't really think about that. But the fact he played a back
Hmm.
to back means he's 100%. And
Exactly.
I
Yes.
also think some of us were definitely stressing out about Cade missing all that time and thinking like I'm not saying you were, but I understand why some of the fan base was freaking out. But I think they really looked at the schedule, they looked at the standings, and they thought, let's just get him as much rest as possible. And he just looks like he just looks ready to go. He doesn't look like gassed or anything out there. He looks just rested. He dunked on Lopez tonight, so like there's no
I
issues
love
with that
that.
calf.
He
He's just
buffed it
good to
too.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really think, and I don't think he's going to be, but I think he deserves to be in like the first team conversations because the only guys that people are arguing about being over Kane in the first team is Donovan Mitchell and maybe Anthony Edwards, I think. But I truly believe he had a better season and he's better than both of them. Like team record wise, Donovan Mitchell, okay, I get it, but if you're a new franchise, like who would you pick to lead your team? Cade or Donovan Mitchell? It's 100% Cade, and I think he's a lock to be at least second team, like at least.
Oh, he has to be. I love Zach Lowe, but I saw him put Tyrese
Yeah,
Halliburton ahead of him. I'm like, Zach, what are you doing, man? Cade's like,
the too that
I
too
just
much rest away from the podcasting has like
like
done something
this
to his
man. How
damage.
look, I admitted Tyrese Halliburton hater here, but even if I'm like trying to be rational, it's like he was atrocious until like he was really struggling the first few months of the season, or even if it was just October, November. Like Cade's been like
Assistant.
awesome since the jump. Like I can't
Hmm.
remember Cade having a genuine like more than maybe 2 or 3 games in a row where it's been like, oh, like is he not the guy? Like, and obviously we're Pistons fans and we're biased, but like we've had times in the past where Cade has looked a little bit down for a week or so, but this season I'm just like, anyway, I'm getting off track. But I was just I'm with you. He has to be second team All NBA. Like
Hmm.
surely the turnaround. Um, do you know if Brunson actually ended up qualifying?
Yes,
I
I
can look
believe
it up
yes,
while we're.
he does. I
Okay,
know he qualified. Yes, because he returned
okay,
like a few games ago. If he didn't, he would have been like around 63, 64. But I think he qualified.
got you. Okay,
But I
so
think he has to be over Jalen Brunson. Like he's not in the conversations for me anymore. But I'm sure like
yeah,
Knicks fans are saying that Brunson's better than Cade and all that stuff. But I think Cade's already over that conversation. Like he's in my mind, he's better than Brunson. Um, he's like, I think he's like a top 7 player in the league, at least, at the very least. Yeah.
okay, this season absolutely. Like I think he is as well in general, but I think a lot of people like he has to prove more. But he's been. I saw someone say like he's been the best guard in the East, hasn't he? I'm trying to think.
100%. I also tweeted like he's been the best. Like
Yeah,
the only contenders are maybe Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson as always, but Tyrese,
yeah,
get out of there. But come on, he's got he and the scary thing about Cade, he's been improving every single like game. Like today, like you can see, like he really has those post moves in the game in his bag. His passing, his
yeah,
threes, and he had a layup in the first quarter when he was like driving with his left, and he made like a lefty floater jumper with his left hand. And that's a
yeah,
crazy shot if you think about it. Like not many people in the
yeah,
league, not elite, not many players, even guards, can make the play. Like players like Kyrie, the skilled ones. But Kane has that in his bag. So his bag's so deep. So I'm just like I'm so proud to be a Cade fan. Like and
yeah,
seeing his improvements because I watch almost every single one of his games. It's just been so fun to watch. His
yeah.
developments, it's been a movie.
You kind of touched on it there. Like, if we just look at Cade's season as a whole, like, I think he's gotten better throughout the season. But I
Hmm.
think one of the biggest things I've loved, and you brought it up, was the post game and like all the way now he can get to his spot in like that mid range, mid post area, and he'll either go to a hook or he'll fade. Sometimes he doesn't post up; he just kind of pulls up and fades to the side.
Hmm.
But it's like every time he shoots those, I'm like, that's just like it's going in. Like, it's
Yeah,
become so automatic, and I think he's done a really good job of, like I feel like his left offhand dribbling as well, like, he's gotten he still obviously has some turnover issues, but I feel like his dribbling in traffic has gotten so much better and opened up a lot more of
yeah,
those
right.
opportunities that you were talking about, like, it's just like, he looks so comfortable in the mid-range, it's like that's gonna be huge in the playoffs.
Yeah, he has a counter for every counter. Like before, like if you double teamed him or like did something to him, he would have like he wouldn't have those counters. But now he's like a legit offensive force. You cannot just guard with one type of scheme. Like he has a counter for every counter. So, which that's the one thing I love about Cade. He's so versatile, and you cannot stop him. He's
Yeah,
so big, and he's too quick for bigs to guard. He's too big for guards to guard. It's been an absolute fun player to watch. Yeah.
it has. Like, he's lived up to this season. I'm not
Hmm.
saying he was underwhelming, but like this season, he's like I've already said 100 times. He's gone way past where I thought he'd be in year four. Not that I always knew he's gonna be an all-star on that, but just like I don't think he's ever had a stretch just like what right now. I don't think he's ever had a stretch where he just scores 35 for 3 games in a row, and he's not getting to the free throw line, which is another question, but, like, his game and, like, I think it just goes back to, like, how comfortable he is. Everything's coming together for him, and, like, I don't know, like, if there was like, I would actually love to know how many players, like, NBA GMs would take ahead of him. Like, obviously, like, if you were starting a team, like, let's try to be
Starting a
actually
team.
rational here, Tom.
Okay.
Like, Wemby, Wemby, I think
Wemby, fine,
everyone would,
fine,
even
Wemby.
though,
Yeah.
um,
Maybe you can make an argument for I don't know, because Nikola Jokic is so good,
like,
but
this
he's in his 30s now, right? So I believe
yeah, I think still Jokic, everyone's taking Jokic because like, as soon as you get, like, Jokic, Giannis, those guys automatically
yeah, all right, fine.
like, I'm trying to be rational here, but if we're
Okay.
thinking more younger players, because 'cause I'm with you, like, terms of
Hmm.
players under, like, 25, 26, like, I still think people would
Maybe
take it. Is
Wemby.
Luca,
Okay,
I think.
okay, fine, Luca. And there's an argument for obviously SGA. SGA, not an
Yes,
argument. He's
SGA,
probably
yeah.
the favorite. Yeah,
Yeah, SGA, so
SGA,
that's 3.
Luca, Wemby.
The other names that people will throw at you are like, Paolo, who I think Kate's gone way
Uh,
past him this season, and then Anthony Edwards. I
Oh,
think
I take Cade over Ant, and I think a lot of
yeah,
GMs would.
I think what Cade gives you is like a playmaker, and then like you said, the versatility. I think it'd be closer than the general NBA fan base thinks. Like, I would take Cade because I just think he does a lot more. But
Anyways, wait,
I like
okay.
it's just how
We're
good Cade's been.
we're going too much into Cade religion. Like I know, like
I
okay.
know.
So can I get your predictions for the next series? Like win, loss,
Please.
whatever. Like,
All right. Gun to my head.
hmm
I'm putting or maybe not so aggressive. If I had to put I don't own a house, but I had to put all my savings and that on it, I would honestly say Knicks in 7. I, j- I, I know if you want me to be 1,000%
all
honest,
right, fine. Okay,
but
fine, fine.
that's just if I had to put everything on it. I think the Pistons can win in 6 or 7. I'm not. I'm just being like trying to be 1,000% honest. I'm trying to be negative. The only reason I say that is because the Knicks have literally been to the playoffs. Obviously, the past 2 seasons. Um, they've like I think Cade will be the best player in the series, no matter what. I'd
hmm
put money on that. I'm just, it's just like I could fully see the Knicks just being like, we're not guarding Asar, we are
Mm,
not guarding Ron, we are not guarding Stu, we are not like, let's just make Malik Beasley's life absolute hell. Every shot he gets, he's going to be cooked. And then on defense, we're going to expose him. Like obviously, that, like,
right, right.
that's my only fear. But I think it's going to be like probably the best first round series, apart from maybe whoever the Lakers are
The
playing.
pace.
If
I
they,
think the Pacers series with the Bucks is gonna be entertaining as a fan of the sport itself
yes,
because they literally
I,
hate each other. It's gonna be fun.
oh,
Anyways,
we
yeah.
we'll be all Bucks fans for those games.
Giannis. I love Giannis. I just hate Terry so much. Anyways, but my predictions, gun to my head, or all my savings, I would take the
Yeah,
Pistons in 6 because you did mention that they had been to the playoffs before, but um, wait, isn't this Cat's first season in New York? Is this? Wait,
yeah,
I'm getting
yeah,
confused,
yeah,
right? So as a 5-man unit, they haven't been to the playoffs. If you use that logic, Tobias has been in the playoffs before. Malik Beasley has won a championship before. Oh, um, Tim Hardaway Jr. has just made the finals last year. So we do have that playoff experience. It's just the young
yeah.
players like Cade who don't have the playoff experience, and JB has a tons of playoff experience. So in if you see that from this perspective, I think we do have a really good chance. Um and I do want to hear your opinion about who the most important Piston in the series is going to be outside Cade,
Yeah.
obviously.
The first name for me is Jalen Duran, but the reason I'm gonna say it's not him is because I think the Pistons, if JD is struggling, Stu comes in and you can see what he can do to
Mm,
Cat. So I think those two can kind of help each other if either or is struggling. So I might I might say if Asar Thompson plays well,
mm,
like if Asar can really stay on the court, um, and really take advantage of maybe the Knicks. Like, I think he could be a massive X factor. But I still
okay.
might say it is Jalen Duran because of the cat thing in the stretch five.
Mm.
But even though, like, I'll look JD or Asar. What about you?
All right. I think it's not going to be a popular opinion, but for me, it's gonna be Tobias Harris because
I was
um
just gonna, yeah,
yeah,
I
because
like that.
he's he's going to allow us, I think, against the Knicks specifically, when they have Josh Hart on the floor. I don't think they're gonna use like Asar or Tobias or someone else to guard like Josh Hart. Where I think we're gonna treat him like um how other teams treat Asar. Like they're gonna probably allow him to shoot, which that's only go and allow JD to guard Josh Hart. And what allows that is Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is big enough to
Yeah,
sometimes mark um Karl Anthony Towns one on one. And the Pistons record when him on the floor and him off the floor, I think it's really, really huge. That means I think that's a really huge testament to how important Tobias has been, and especially with how Simone's form has kind of been bad. So I think he's the big forward that we really is crucial to the Pistons beating the Knicks in the series for me. But I agree with
I
you,
think
Asar and
you're
JB. Yeah.
spot on. No, I
right?
think you're
Yeah,
right. I think it is Tobias. Like, I think you're right because we've seen what this team can look like when he's not there. And you just outlined it beautifully, like how they can set up defensively. Um, and yeah, I will say, like, Tobias has had his struggles in the playoffs. I think that's why Philly fans got on him the most, even if they were assholes about it. Like, he has struggled. So, like, if he plays well in this series, huge for
right.
him personally. But like if he gives you like 16 to 20 points and he's knocking down corner threes, like that's huge. So I think you're actually right, Tom. I think it is Tobias for sure.
Yeah. Like, um, the him him spacing the floor for us. I believe he made a lot of threes again recently in today's game too. And when he's like
Yeah.
clicking, the Pistons are the best. Like, so we need Tobias to be on his best form. Like, I really want him to shut the Philly fans up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And and imagine the feeling we're gonna get when the Pistons finally win the first playoff game in so many years. That's that's gonna be crazy.
To- Tom,
That's
we got my man Prince is coming on next.
sorry. Okay.
Prince wasn't.
Okay.
No. I'm
No,
bringing him
no,
up
okay.
because Prince was not alive when the Pistons won their last playoff game. We were talking about this a couple of streams ago. So that feeling, Prince doesn't even know. I don't know what it's like, to be honest, because the only NBA team I've supported was the Pistons, and like I haven't seen them win a playoff game, but like it's like I've at least been alive when the Pistons won playoff games, even though I wasn't a fan. But like it's gonna be, I don't know what it's gonna feel like. It's gonna be incredible
Man.
though.
Well, I don't know. I don't
It's
know how I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna be so emotional. Like when I realized
yeah,
the Pistons are gonna make the playoffs this season, when we locked in at least the sixth seed,
yeah,
I was kind of tearing up. Like I was so
yeah.
emotional. But if we win that first game, that's that's gonna
Uh,
that's gonna feel so good. Like, man,
I agree. It's gonna be the
making me
well,
emotional just thinking
like
about it.
no, I know because I feel like as well, like I just this season in itself, like just like being able to do these streams with like yourself, Prince, everyone that's come up here. It's just like riding through this with all of you has just been
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
honestly been my highlight. Obviously, going to Detroit was a crazy experience, but like getting to experience the best season in like 15 years with all of you, it's just
It's,
like that's what gives me the biggest smile, man. And like I want the team to win, but like just seeing all the smiles, the comments, everyone like how happy it makes us all. That's what makes like 100% genuine from the heart. That's what makes me the happiest. It's the best.
Yeah, I mean, we thank you, Jack. Like, you provided this platform for us to, for especially like fans from all around the world, to talk for about our Pistons, to have a voice,
Yeah.
and we all appreciate you so much, Jack. Like, you're the best. Like,
Oh, of
we're
course.
gonna be your fans until, I don't know, till one of us dies.
Todd, you're a legend, my man. No, like, I promise you, I wasn't trying to make that about me. It's just genuinely been
Yes,
my
I know.
favorite, and I really appreciate that. But like, you guys know, like, the only reason I'm doing these streams is because, like, before I was making content, like, all I wanted was to talk to a Pistons fan after a loss or a win, and like, there's nowhere to really go. So like, I just, yeah, getting to do this with you guys is literally the best, honestly. And, like,
Um,
just getting to see the smiles and us just sit here talking about not taking anyone ahead of Cade. If we were GMs, it's like
right.
it's the best. Like, oh,
And
man, I wouldn't
you
trade.
also
Yeah.
received an award from the Pistons right today. The fan
Well,
most
you
likely
got
to
one,
travel
Tom.
around the world. Yeah, I got one
You
for
got yours.
most likely to shout Detroit basketball from other side of the world.
D You might need I might need you to send me all those videos, and I'll make a compilation of them.
You're gonna smell
All the
alcohol
ones
from those
in
videos.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Tom. Well, Tom, my man, I don't want to keep Prince waiting anymore, but
Okay, all right.
I want to ask you this. Are you gonna so the Bucks get we were talking about this, but while we're
Mhm.
in person. The Bucks game for me starts at 3 a.m. What time is it for you? Is it like 1 a.m., did you say?
No, I think it's gonna be 2 a.m. because of the time difference. I think
Okay.
summertime and stuff. We
Okay.
used to be 2
Okay.
hours apart, but I think we're 1 hour apart now. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be
Yeah.
2 a.m. I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be the last regular season of the best season of the recent Pistons history. I'm gonna be there. Like I'm not gonna miss up for
Oh,
anything.
I'll be there. Well, hopefully we can get you on the stream after.
Of course, like recently, like imagine like recent years by game 82, okay, the season's over. But
Oh,
now we're even more hyped for the season to be over, for the playoffs to begin. It's
yeah.
crazy. We're here.
It's crazy. It's
Anyways,
crazy. It's the best. Well, Tom, I
yeah, Jack.
appreciate you, brother. Yeah,
Appreciate you
hopefully we
more,
get you back
Jack.
on here very soon, my man.
Yeah,
My guy.
right. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank
We'll
you,
chat
everyone.
soon. Appreciate
Detroit
you, Tom.
basketball.
Let's go. Let's go. See you, Tom. All right, guys, I will get to some comments here. But I'm gonna bring up my man Prince. He's been waiting for
Let's
a minute.
go,
What's
man. Tom is such a legend. I swear. It's like
he?
every time, like I'm waiting for my turn, and then he's just talking. He's just always speaking from the mind, especially from somebody from all the way in, what is it, Korea? Like South Korea.
Yeah,
Like he is just he's so great. He's such a legend.
yeah. Tom's a gem, like everyone is. But I honestly, I'm from Australia, and a lot of people I
Hmm.
meet from Detroit, like, how is there Pistons fans in Australia? I would never expect there to be a Pistons fan in South Korea. I don't know why.
Exactly.
It's just and to see how passionate he is, it's awesome.
Right. Right. But man, I just wanted to like just be like, wow, it's like just expanding on some of the things that Tom said. It's like been such a moment for me, like you said, not being born, wasn't even
Yeah.
alive, but just being here for the first time, and it's just like, wow, it's like we worked so hard for this moment, and we've stuck with this team through the darkest times, and it's just like to see us go to the next level, and Knicks or Pacers, it doesn't even really matter. Just seeing us get here was just so great. But yeah, that's how I feel.
Right. No, Prince, I'm with you, man. I feel like we have, in your short time being alive, like you've witnessed by far the worst time in the Pistons franchise history. I like me as well. Like, obviously, I'm older than you, but we've had the same length of fandom with this team pretty much. Like,
Hmm.
I've only ever seen them throughout their literally worst stretch. Like, so like
Hmm.
both be like sitting there through it. Like, everyone ever's watching this stream, especially, I know they've sat through all the games. So, like,
Yeah.
it's so
Mhm.
cool to like just see it all coming together and like never get this new sense of like hope and stuff for the team that we've never had before. So
Right.
it's the best.
It's like definitely something that I did not expect from last year. If anything, I just wanted us to at least make the play in, or get
Yeah.
somewhere better than 14 wins. Like me and my dad, we used to, like last year, we used to just watch the games and just hope that we could get a win. And just seeing us lose all the time, it was just so like, it was sad. But at the same time, you have to go through things like this. And my dad, he used to always bully me. He was like, well, you haven't witnessed a Pistons championship. And I'm just like, all right. But it's so big to see like us getting here, and it's all coming together. It's so great to see that.
No, it's incredible. It's so
Hmm.
good. Like yeah, like last season, it was just like, let's just maybe win a game. And if we're not going to win, like, let's have a competitive loss. Like, that's how low the bar was for me, at least. Like, I just don't want to see us getting embarrassed. Like, last season, we basically saw Cade brought to tears leaving the court. Like, anyway,
Hmm.
everyone knows what happened last year, but it's like, sometimes, like, that's why with this season, like, I've had to catch myself sometimes. Like, if I get a little bit too negative when they've lost 2 games in a row, it's like, just like,
Just
need
remember
to
where
like
you
tell
came
myself.
from.
Exactly, yeah, because like it's very easy, I think, for the expectations and the goalposts to move really quick. But not saying it's a bad thing, but I just know for myself, like, yeah, after some of these losses, like I can be like, oh man, It's like, dude, they literally come from the lowest point. And
Right.
do you think as well that's what's helped the chemistry of this team? Like bringing in the vets has definitely helped. They've been awesome, but
Mhm,
I think these guys going through, like, I feel like it's brought us together as a fan base, just sitting through all those losses that we can enjoy
mhm,
this stuff so much more. Like I feel like with the players, them going through those losses, it's like helped them just have this really unbreakable bond, and that like
mhm. I feel like with the old core and the young core, it's just like when they're come together and they're all like focused on one specific thing and having fun through it, I think that's really the biggest of the chemistry, especially with the fans, because like us sticking through it and now us winning, them winning for us is, I feel like that's giving them more like drive to go and do this over and over and over again because they see us, and how we feel. So I feel like that's really bring the chemistry together with Cade and Tobias and Duran and Malik Beasley, all the vets coming back together. And Tom said this, but I did not know Malik Beasley won a championship. I did not know that. Was it with the Bucks?
no, it wasn't with the Bucks. Maybe because he was only on the Bucks last season. I don't know, Tom. If you're there, let us know because I think maybe he's been in the finals, or maybe he has won a ring. I'm not sure, but he's got plenty of playoff experience.
Right. So yeah, I thought that was really cool because man, I've been a Malik Beasley fan all season. And and more on Malik Beasley to expand. I feel like he's been great, but I feel like his usage rate has gone up a little bit. So I think we should rest him that last game to prepare him for the playoffs. Definitely.
Well, let's talk about that quickly, Prince, because there's a bit of
Mhm.
stuff in the comments early on about who do we think plays against the Bucks now, because that game against the Bucks doesn't matter anymore. The
It really
Pistons
doesn't,
and
right.
Bucks a lot. Yeah, so we can't even if we win, we can't go up. So and the Bucks, if they lose, they can't go down. So who do you think plays? I like what Adrian says here. He says want some Bobby minutes. I'm all
Mhm.
for let's like start Bobby, rest Cade, rest Tobias, rest Malik. Like yeah, obviously some guys are gonna have to play, but I want to see all the two-way guys like Dennis Jenkins get some run. What do you think
Mhm.
happens though?
I think I think of course they rest Cade, they rest Tobias. I think I want to get Malik Beasley's usage rate down, so I think we rest Malik Beasley too, and Tim Hardaway. But I think Stu plays because I want Stu to get like one last run before the playoffs. I think Duran plays, but I definitely want to see like three players. Number one, my favorite player on the Pistons
Uh-oh.
since when was he? 2022, when I used to watch him in summer league and he dropped that 50 bomb, Marcus Sasser.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've always been a fan of Marcus Sasser ever since he came to the Pistons, how he plays, how he's so shifty and how he just takes through without any fear. Like I've always wanted to see Marcus Sasser like get big and him just getting like very much bigger like this
Yeah.
season and how his usage rate has gone up because of the miss of point guards and how he rests Cade. I really want to see him this game, and I want to see him put up minutes and points. Because I feel like every time we do play Marcus Sasser, it's hit or miss. But I feel like most of the time, 2/3 of the time, he drops over 20 points. Like especially if he's a
I
starting point guard over Dennis Schroeder. So I feel like Marcus Sasser, he's just like so great. But other than that, yeah, I do want to see Bobby Clinton in there too, Dennis Jenkins, and Lindy Waters. I want to see him too.
yeah.
Did you see that
Shout out to
video
Lindy.
when he had that popcorn in there? He got rookie
No,
haze.
I didn't.
Basically, they
Oh, did
put
they?
popcorn. Yeah, they put popcorn in his car, and he was like, "Don't be." Kay was in his car, and he was like, "Don't be late. When we tell you to bring the speakers, bring the speakers." It was so funny.
Was that for Bobby?
No, that was for Lindy Waters.
Why is he getting the rookie? Is he a rookie?
I thought he
That's
was at least 2 year, but I guess he is a rookie.
that's hilarious. I didn't know they I saw what they did to Bobby Clipman. I didn't know I
Hmm.
must have missed that other one.
And then Ron Hollins just
That's hilarious.
watching from the back like he isn't a rookie either.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so funny.
But
Yeah,
I
same.
love what you said, Prince, about Marcus Sasser though. I reckon we could be due for like a Marcus Sasser like career high night. I
Yeah.
can see that. Like I could see them like resting a couple like Cade obviously, and then that opens up heaps of minutes for Sat. He is the type of guy as well who would be like, all right, this is my game where I can just go out there and get 20 shots up, and not like
Right.
if I get hot, that I'll just be staying on the court. Like I reckon,
Hmm.
I reckon he could drop like 35 to 40. I
Right,
like
of
that call
course.
from you.
Yeah, I feel like Marcus Sasser's development, that's why I don't want to lose him in the offseason, like trade him, because I feel like his development, especially him as a player, I think if like potentially we lose somebody like Dennis Schroeder or Jaden Ivey, hopefully not. I mean, over the years, I feel like Marcus Sasser could really be like a big role playing person when it comes to being a point guard, under Cade.
No, absolutely. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he was one of my favorite. Like when they drafted him, I loved Marcus Sasser's game. And this was
Hmm.
before they um made some other signings, but like he's just I love like having a guy who can shoot the ball like him. He's got like one of the best handles on the team, probably second behind Cade. Um,
Hmm.
I know he's a little bit undersized, but there's something with him where you're like, I can just see this guy coming in like a playoff game and just scoring like 15 in a quarter. Or I can just see him in the regular season, like you said, when Cade's rested or that, like having him be able to like play heavy minutes for 5 games in a row and
Yeah,
average like
before
15 to
before
20.
Dennis, we got Dennis Schroeder and Jaden Ivey
Yeah.
was down and Cade was getting rested. I feel like Marcus Sasser stepping up in those kind of moments. He went off. He showed the world why he can be like a great development with the what's the name, the assassin. I've never heard that before. That is
I
tough.
know.
This assassin. That's
I think
nice.
I think that was Aaron. I think we're gonna shout out Aaron for that one. This assassin needs to be re-signed on a cheap deal. I've never heard that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I've never heard that either. I gotta start calling him that. But man, I wouldn't compare him this far, but like seeing him last year, I used to be like, man, he finna be the next Allen Iverson. He used to be so
I love
great.
that.
But yeah, just I really want to see his development, over the years.
No, I like him. I like his fit on this team. I think like he fits the style they want to play. Um, and yeah, I don't know if he is a free agent. Aaron might know, but I
Mhm.
think I really feel like this offseason they're just gonna try and bring everyone back. Like
Right.
so I think we probably do see Marcus Sasser on the team still, and I'd be very happy with that because I love what he brings.
I think he got drafted with a SAR, so I think he might not be a free agent, but he could be.
Yeah, no, you're right. I feel like he might have one more year, but no, I love Sass. I hope he's starting
Mm-hmm.
on Monday. I hope this is my starting lineup. Let's go. I feel like they will play Schroeder. Go Schroeder,
Uh-huh. Shooter.
Sasa, Lindy
Sasser
Waters,
shooting guard?
Bob.
I
Yeah,
think
I don't know.
Shooter
Just
might be the
get him
shooting
out.
guard,
That's
and I think Sasser might be the point guard.
well, we'll go. Yeah, Sasa, Schroeder, maybe Ron at the 3, Bobby at the 4, and let's throw out Paul Reed.
Paul Reed, yep.
I d-
same
I
same
do
thing
think
here.
I do think they'll rest one of Stu or JD because I did
Hmm.
notice in Stu's last game his knee he was like limping just the tiniest bit. So
Yeah.
hopefully he's good to play. But if he doesn't play, I'd assume it's just to rest that knee even more. But that's the starting lineup I want to see.
Yeah, and I really want to see, like, I feel like nearing the end of the season, Tim Hardaway Jr., he's been just going crazy. So, and I feel like it was in that moment where we were trying to clinch a playoff spot, like the way he was just shooting threes and sinking them like it was
Yeah.
nothing. He was looking like Malik Beasley. It was just so big for him, and I feel like if he could do that in the playoffs, I think we could definitely beat the Knicks in 6.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they can. What is your prediction?
Oh man. Okay.
If
So
you everything, think about the most valuable things you own, Prince. I don't know what they are, but if
all of
you
my
had to put them
Pistons
on the line,
gear. All of my
yes, all
Pistons gear.
All of your
Um,
Pistons gear is on the line here.
I would have Pistons in 7. I think
Love
we
it.
can steal the series in 7 games. I think the Knicks are going to prevail. I think they're going to do great. But I think in that seventh, sixth, and seventh game, Cade is going to go absolutely bonkers. He's gonna like steal the game. I don't think it's gonna be a close game 7, but I think Pistons in 7. That's me. But it could be reason to change. I feel like the Knicks have a great chance at winning too. But I think Pistons in 7.
I love it, man. I feel bad now for saying Knicks in 7, but that's just like, the Pistons.
But I can
Yeah,
understand that, you know? I could understand how
yeah.
you could say Knicks in 7.
If the stakes were that high, but obviously,
Mhm.
I think the Pistons can easily win this series as well. But
Right.
and
But
I'm
I
just so
just want
excited to
to
see
win a
Cade.
playoff game. Like
Yeah.
when I don't really want to talk about the Lions, still in recovery from that game. But when I was talking like my dad, he had his friends over. I was like, man, it would be great if the Lions win this game, but what do we want? And then he was like, I just want to see us at least make a Super Bowl because Lions, we've never made a Super Bowl. So I just want to make it. I don't even want to win it. I just want to make it. And I was like, I just want to win a playoff game. That's all I want to see. I think to see us win a playoff game, especially first time for me, it would just be great to see that. I've only seen the Pistons in the playoffs once, like when I've actually watched it. I've experienced it twice, but
Yeah.
once when I watched it. But to see us win, I think it will be so great. And to see us win a series, just even better.
Oh man, I'm right there with you, Prince. Like I said, we're different ages, but we've got the same
Mm,
experience with this team. So yeah, I just
right.
want to see one win and we go from there. And I think
Right.
they'll win more than one, but that first one's going to be crazy.
hmm but here are my thoughts on the actual game. The game tonight, I love how Cade just keeps on putting up these 30 bombs every single night. It's just like, wow. Who else in the NBA is doing this that's not named Nikola Jokic? Like, I feel like he's just so great. And to see him go out there and do that every night, and it just seems so simple. He's getting these open looks, he's getting these fadeaways, and it's just like he's just such a great person on our team. It's like he is the leader of our team, and when other people see that, they get that more like, what is it? Experience around the rotation, and him being in the middle of that is great. But even when he's off, like I feel like when he was off, we were like getting closer to that deficit, like breaking. But
Yeah.
seeing Dennis Schroeder and just like Paul Reed and just seeing all these different people in our rotation and sometimes they're doing better than the starters. It's just so great to see. And I want to see all of this in the playoffs. So when we do this in the playoffs, we could actually win games, and seeing us play the Knicks, especially in that Knicks game yesterday. It was just like when seeing that game play
It's
the
fun.
Knicks, even when my lights were out, it was just so great to see that and how the team was just rotating around each other and the chemistry was great. And it's just like to see that, I feel like it's really great to see because I felt like, man, James Wiseman last year and seeing James Wiseman and just all these Cade and Jaden Ivey, seeing that such a young core try to find something, it's great, but it's not winning games. And now seeing
No.
this team with like all these new vets, it's great to see it. It's great to see it.
Absolutely. No, I mean, shout out to James Wiseman, who I think still recovering from an Achilles injury, but I
hmm
do not miss the days of like, yeah, all these like other guys on the team where they're just trying to find their role in the NBA and there's just not many wins come from that. So
hmm
it's so good. And like I think last game against the Knicks was like all the Knicks fans are saying they were missing Hart and Anunoby, which is fair. But I think yesterday's game was a really good reminder that these guys aren't ready for the playoffs. Like I'm not phased too much about tonight's loss or even like the Kings loss. Like when they're ready to go and dialed in on defense, like they can they're ready to go for the playoffs. It's going to be exciting. It's going
Right.
to be awesome.
Yeah, and seeing that and how it's gonna impact our fan base, impact our team, impact everybody, it's just going to be such a great sight to see. And a little bit more expanding on the game, I feel like Dennis Schroeder, he was like doing really good. I feel like him getting those shots that we needed, those layups, but more on K. Just and Jalen Duren in that first half and that second half, where he was just like tapping him in, getting those reverse what's the name, getting those reverse lay-ins. It was so great to see that too, because he can be that offensive center that we need in place for Stewart, you know? And yeah.
No, JD was actually like he was really good tonight. Just couldn't hit his free throws, which I'm sure you
Mhm.
might have noticed that 1 of
Yeah.
6, which is weird for him. Like normally he
Mhm.
makes at least 4 of 6 or more.
Mhm.
But 5 assists, 16 rebounds. I thought he was like really solid tonight. Um,
Right.
so I'm he's just keeps getting better and better. He's been awesome. And I love this
Mhm.
from Tom. He's like every time he puts up a shot now in the paint, like I think it's just going in. He's gotten so much better at that. Those
Yeah,
little
I
hook
feel
shots.
like he's more of an offensive center. And yet again, we do need to work on these free throws. I mean, it was a day. They didn't really have time to practice on them, but I feel like when we're in that hump during the play-in tournament, we definitely need to work on our free throws because like I said last
Yeah.
night, these are shots that we cannot miss, especially if we want to win games. Like we definitely need to hit our free throws because like we can't miss these kind of shots. Especially I remember when Ron missed his free throws
Oh yeah.
to win the game against, I think it was
The Bucks.
Milwaukee. Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
It
just
was.
like we need to make sure we can hit like these actual like shots, because these are points that we need, points that we can like build on, and especially these fast breaks too. And I saw this one point where I think it was like 2 points when Milwaukee's on a fast break and they just let them score. Like I feel like we need to actually have that chase down defense. But same thing with the refs. Like we have to be honest. Like are they gonna call the foul? Like of course they are. So, and I do feel like the refs were low key on our side today. Like I don't see this a lot from the refs and the Pistons, but they were really on our side today when it came to like I thought Jalen Duren was gonna get ejected in that one heat tension moment, but he got 2 free
Yeah.
throws. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like I didn't expect that. But refs were really on our side today, and it's great to see that too.
Um yeah. Sorry. The how did we go from the free throw? Yeah, well 9 of 18 from the free throw line. So in the
Hmm.
playoffs, so you can't be missing more than 2 or 3. Like
Yeah.
obviously you want to make them all, but um yeah, no, they've I do think as well, like with like you bring up like them chasing down like players in defense. I'm not saying the Pistons are like they're out there and they're not trying, but I think like
Hmm.
in those moments, like the players just almost subconsciously know like, is it worth going for this play that could like I could get in? Like I feel like they're just kind of they know they're gonna play the Knicks, and it's just like they're just not going full 100%.
Right.
I just
Right.
think they're trying to just I think the better way to put it is like I feel like they're trying to preserve themselves a little bit, like
Hmm.
in this past couple of weeks, getting ready.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be Atlanta or Boston that we play second round, right? So, man, if they play Atlanta, I could probably go to some of the games second round too. But,
I would be
um,
so let's actually look at that. Good question. So yeah, so then we would play the winner. Yeah, you're right. Of the Celtics and whoever wins out of the Magic or Hawks in the play-in.
mhm,
Sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So if Atlanta beat the Magic and then somehow beat the Celtics, you could go to some games.
Hmm. Man, I think that to see because I feel like the Celtics Hawks matchup might be like pretty good. Of course, Celtics could sweep them because they do have Jalen Brown, but I also think like to second round, if I'm looking at second round, looking past the Knicks series, I think
Love it.
I think we could beat the Celtics. I do think we could beat the Celtics because We beat the Celtics, but they didn't have Jalen Brown in that game, and I feel like that was a big like missing key that the Celtics needed. But I feel like
Yeah.
our contention against Jason Tatum and Kristaps Porzingis and how like our game has really changed against them, like that game last year. I think that could really be a series that we could also win. I wouldn't put my money on it. Like I feel like Boston could easily beat us in 5 games, but I feel like that could also be a series that we could win too.
That would be a fun ass series too. Like getting the
Hmm.
if we beat the Knicks and then we play the Celtics, like
Hmm.
those are two huge like those that'll be such a good experience to play at Madison Square Garden in the playoffs and then to play at the Garden. Like that'd be incredible. That'd be
Right.
so good.
I want to get your opinion on. I had this argument. It wasn't a bad argument, but it was a good argument in the group chat. And we
Yeah.
were talking about some I feel like somebody said that the Pacers would sweep us. I did not think the Pacers would sweep us. So I
No.
would want to know what you would think if we did play the Pacers.
No, I don't think they would sweep us. I do think I probably yeah, I probably would have to say Pacers in 7. I don't wanna come
Hmm.
across as negative here, but I think we would win at least 2 games, probably 3. I think it'd be a great series. Um, but I do think the Pacers in 7, if I had to put money on it. But,
Yeah, I think
um,
that's another thing
yeah.
with the Pistons Jack group chat. I feel like we're never negative in that group chat. It's so much different than Twitter because Twitter, they just be
Yeah.
having some crazy thoughts and it's just like, man, it's crazy. But in the Pistons Jack group chat and really just the Pistons Jack community and all, I feel like we're never negative, you know? We always
That
are happy with our game, happy win or
yeah.
loss. Really, that's really like the foundation of our community, you know?
Absolutely, man, and I love it. It's all like, I love being positive with you guys. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even if we get a bit irrational sometimes, I love it.
Yeah.
That's what I love. That's what we do as fans. We gotta be positive. We hate on the other teams, and we
That's
put our
right.
guys on a pedestal. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so I will just say, so Jay's asking, "How can someone join the group chat?" So it's just it's on my Instagram, Pistons Jack. You just have to subscribe. It does cost a small, I think it's like $3 something US,
Mhm.
for the month. But it's just there's a group chat. There's other stuff on there. We have a subscriber only stream. There's
I
some other
think
stuff,
there's a
but DM
2-week
me if
trial
you
though,
want more.
right?
Yes, I was just gonna say you can do a 2-week trial for free. So if you come in, don't like it, or you don't want to pay, obviously so fine. But
Yeah.
anyone is welcome. Just go to my Instagram and hit the subscribe button, and you can message me if you need anything else. But yeah,
Mhm.
we're gonna there's about 20 to 25 people in there.
Mhm.
And during the games, it's always popping. And no, it's awesome. We're all positive as well.
Yeah. I think like the diverse group of Pistons fans in there, whether it be Brazil or
Yeah,
Australia, many different parts of Australia,
yeah,
America, it South
yeah.
Korea. It's just like
There's
any
so
type of place. It's so great to see all of these Pistons fans come together and just have one like supporting team, you know, without any arguments, without any negativity. I love that.
No, I love it as well, Prince. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. It's
And I just got a
that's like I was saying
notification.
at
I think
home,
the
like,
Tigers just won. The Tigers just
did
won.
they?
Yeah, I think they
Let's
won
go.
against, yeah, Chicago. I think that's Chicago. I don't know that logo. It looks like a
Do
Bears
you
logo.
actually watch the baseball, Prince?
I like
I
this
don't.
year, I wanted to commit to
Yeah,
start watching baseball because I feel like these last couple of years I've only been watching the Lions, Michigan, and the Pistons, of course. But I feel like this year, since the Pistons are doing so good, I want to watch some competitive sports. So I was like, I'm gonna start watching baseball, you know? I think the Tigers are really great. I just bought a Tigers jersey a couple of days ago. It's on the way. But yeah, I can't wait to see the Tigers and hopefully they make a good playoff run too.
let's go. How good Pistons? Well, Detroit. I was gonna say Pistons sports on the right. Detroit sports coming back. All teams are
Right.
good. I know the red. I think someone was saying the Red Wings missed the playoffs, but the
Yeah, the
Lions,
Red Wings
Pistons,
missed
and
the playoffs,
Tigers.
but it's all right.
They're all on the up. It's because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for me, when I went to Detroit, I feel like it's obviously such a sports town. Like we're
Right.
such a sports city. So, and I
Mhm.
feel like it hasn't just been the Pistons who have struggled the past 15 years. The
Yeah.
Lions, if I talk to any Lions fans, they're like, dude, before the
Yeah,
past 3 years,
it was
we've been
bad. It's been bad.
it's been bad. So, no,
Um,
it's awesome to see them all on the rise.
I feel like the only split is really Michigan and Michigan State college sports. I know a lot of people in Australia, they don't really know like big college basketball, football, but I feel like Michigan just won a national championship last year, and that was really the only sport that was making me happy other than the Lions. That making me not have to think about the Pistons, and how bad they were.
Yeah,
But even still, like the Pistons being good this year and Michigan being bad this year, it's just been like so good. And yeah, I feel like we might just do something great in this playoff. And it's great. I think it's just great to see us in the playoff. Like, especially when we made
absolutely.
that in-season tournament run. I think that was great. But seeing us in the playoffs, it's just gonna be such a new like foundation for us.
It's just going to be insane being on ESPN, TNT, national TV, whoever broadcasts the series, like having that every game. It's just like LCA is literally going to be packed. Every game is going to be such a high intensity, so loud. And,
Mhm.
you already know there's going to be some fights. There's going to be plenty of text. Like, I think if I had to say a prediction after this, I think the Pistons leave the playoffs as the most hated team in the NBA, and I say that in a good way. I just think like they're gonna if we beat the Knicks, we're gonna do
Mhm.
it by like out muscling them, getting texts. Isaiah Stewart's gonna be pushing people around, and I think
Mhm.
us as a fan base as well, we've been waiting for a real Pistons team to get behind, and you know what I mean, be loud
Right.
about. I
Mhm.
think yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Man, God, Pistons won again every night on blast. It's gonna be so great. And I'm definitely gonna be at one of the playoffs games. I think it's in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, for my birthday. So yeah,
Let's go.
I'm gonna wrap it up. It's coming up to an hour. But thank you so much for letting
Of
me be
course,
on the
bro.
stream once again. It's always great to see. And I'm really glad I got to speak about more of the Pistons Jack group chat and the Pistons Jack community
Yeah,
today, because we have such a great community and how the people are so positive, how it's such a diverse group, but still we still always find a way to never have negativity in the group chat. I think that's so great. And
love that.
so much different from Twitter. And it's just like it's great to see like smiles. Just to see
Yeah,
even wins or losses, it's just like we're all grateful to have this kind of Pistons team.
man, you and Tom, you're gonna make me cry, man. I like seriously, bro. I love everyone in that group because like we're all just bound. Like we're from different places, different
Hmm.
ages, like, but we all just love this team. So like the fact they're being so good just
Yeah.
is the cherry on top. But like, yeah,
Hmm.
it's the best, man. So many smiles, so positive. Yeah,
Right.
it's unreal. And
Hmm.
I've met Devin, I've met
Hmm.
Maddie, I've met a couple more people in the chat, but I'm so excited to get to meet all of you, whenever
Yeah.
that might be. But we'll
Hmm.
it's awesome. Appreciate all of
Yeah.
you so much.
Hmm. But yeah, like I said, thank you again
Of
for
course, bro.
I want to say thank you for making this community first. I feel like thank you for letting me talk to somebody outside of my school that's always so based Boston, New York, all these different other teams, Chicago, like some people that I can talk to that's not my dad or my uncle about the Pistons. It's so great to see how I can talk to people about how I feel, how like the Pistons did, my ins and my outs, and being on this group chat and getting to talk to the world and seeing how great it is. But yeah, just thank you so much. And I feel like the whole community appreciates you, Pistons Jack. And yeah,
No, man.
that's all I have to say. And man, it's Friday. So no school tomorrow. It's gonna
Let's
be
go.
it's gonna be great. Yup.
Well, Prince, man, I appreciate you so much, man. Seriously,
Hmm.
those words mean everything to me because to hear that's like why I wanted to do this stream specifically and make the group chat is so, like you said, you're not just stuck talking to someone who, because here for me in Australia, like it's like not many people follow the NBA closely or as diehard as I do in my immediate circle. But getting to meet other Australians who are Pistons fans, talking to yourself, I love getting everyone's
Mhm.
perspective on the team, hearing everyone's thoughts. It's awesome. So to hear you say that honestly means so much. So appreciate you, my man.
Mhm. Yeah. But yeah, thanks so much. Like, of
Of
course,
course, bro.
it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. But when's the next game? Is it
It's
on
an early
Monday?
one. It's early one Sunday. I think it's like 1 p.m. start on Sunday for you.
Hmm. So I'd
For
probably
me,
be
it's
on.
yeah,
So I'm definitely gonna be on
yeah,
Sunday. Can't wait to see the game. Can't wait to see the lineup. That's gonna be such a cool game. Just seeing all the bench players, all the third strings just getting out there and just playing. And can't wait to see Marcus Sasser, Can't wait to see
let's
him.
go.
But yeah.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Appreciate you, bro. Well, you enjoy your Friday night. No school
Hmm.
tomorrow. Have some fun. And we'll chat in a
Thank you.
couple of days. Appreciate you,
Yep.
bro.
All right, man. Bye-bye. Thanks,
Bye.
Jack.
Thanks, bro. Man, what a legend. Tom and Prince, thank you for both of you for jumping on. We're going to go through some comments here. Shout out to my man, Devin. Best community out there. Totally worth it. Just to reiterate, guys, if I probably haven't done a very good job of promoting it, but if you want to join our Pistons Jack group chat. It's just that subscribe button. There's other stuff coming and on the channel. There's behind the scenes content from my last trip to Detroit. And I can just say to you, there's going to be some really good stuff coming up on there as well. But we do subscriber only streams. We've only done one so far, but looking to do one actually within the next week. There's plenty of stuff on there, but the group chat, like Tom and Prince were talking about, plenty of people from all over the world with their takes on the Pistons. It's a positive group. So if you're looking for somewhere just to chat to Pistons fans, yeah, shoot me a DM if you want any more info, but it's a free trial for like 2 weeks. So you don't have to pay anything up front. And then it's $3 US. I think it's $5 Australian per month. But yeah, you get priority to come on these streams and all that kind of thing. So uh, would love to have more people join it just to get more Pistons fans in there, but it's what we have right now is really special. It's always popping off. Like my favorite thing is opening it and seeing everyone in there talking to each other about the Pistons. It's awesome. So if you need any more info on that, shoot me a DM. But yeah, shout out to my man Devin. Shout out to Tom. I want to get to a couple of questions though. Well, this isn't a question. This is from Maddie. Maddie Fresh, absolute legend. Enjoying this team with the rest of the fans really has been the best part of this season. Absolutely, Maddie. Thank you for the donation, my man. You're very, very generous. Um, yeah, I've said it. Like, obviously, watching this team have this surprise season out of nowhere has been so fun, but getting to meet so many Pistons fans, whether it's on this fan reacts, through DMs, and just get to see as the smiles on people's faces, talk about the team in such a positive way has been incredible. Like it's so fun. Like I already know, like it's gonna be it might sound crazy, but even when they do win a championship, that's gonna be a crazy feeling. But it might be just for me personally, this season, it might be hard to surpass it in terms of just like how exciting and how fun this season has been. Getting to do this all for the first time with all of you. Um, yeah, it's been special. So I'm really going to enjoy this last game against the Bucks and then the playoffs. Just enjoy it all because we've still got plenty of fun times ahead. But I feel like this season itself is really, really special and one I'll definitely look back on um, for years to come. But let's get to Bryce's question here. Today was an example of why we needed to see New York in the first round. We got to play confident at the free throw line and come the offseason, maybe find some firepower to battle Giannis at the stretch. Look, Giannis isn't like possible to defend, but I get what you're saying. I think normally, like not having Stu tonight really hurts. He does one of the best jobs on Giannis in the NBA. The numbers back it up. No one stops Giannis, but if there's a guy that can slow him down or get him off rhythm, it is Stu. So Stu obviously didn't play tonight. So obviously Giannis's life was a little bit more easier. And I agree. We spoke about the free throw shooting with Prince. Like JD can't go 1 of 6. The Pistons can't go 9 of 18. They got to, especially when they're not getting to the line as much. You need to really capitalize. So appreciate you, Bryce. Got another one from Bryce. So it's the shooting of Malik and THJ that's going to be the difference maker. If we're not hitting shots, there's going to be some long games. So that was in response, I think, to the most important part of the team behind Cade in the playoffs. And I agree. Yeah, if just one of them's hot every game, we're good. But if you get a game where both of them are hot, like it's going to be hard to beat the Pistons, because if they're knocking down threes, then that means Cade's got more space. And the defense is more committed to those two. So great call from you, Bryce. Love this one from Matt. Oh, I'm so sorry. Matu Shita the fifth. I'm so sorry. I probably pronounced that so wrong, but I love this. Asar can fly. We are high. Nick's going to cry. Pistons in 5. How good. I love it. And then currently in the lab says JI, no rush to be healthy, but if he's 100%, the Pistons will run deep. Yeah, I can't wait to see JI. If they get to the second round, I think we will see him. I'm not. We could see him in the first round, but I think if they get to the second round, he'll definitely be ready to go, barring any setbacks. So let's go. It's exciting. I agree, Devin. Best season in a long time. Absolutely. Tom, in the offseason where they're defending champs. Well, look, Tom, maybe they do win the championship this year, and there'll be no need for me to look back on and go back on what I just said earlier. But I know you're just being funny. I know you believe they can win a championship. I do a little bit as well, but even if they don't this year, it's just been the best year. Definitely been the best 6 to 7 months of my life for sure. So it's been awesome having you guys, getting to meet all of you, and getting to do this with you forever. Like there's no, for as long as you guys want to be a part of it, I'll be doing this for my foreseeable future. So plenty of good times ahead. But that's going to do it for today's stream. We will have a stream after the Bucks game. Like I said, I don't know who'll be playing. I would imagine it'll be a pretty light rotation for the Pistons in terms of the starters and who's in and out. But we'll still have a stream after that. And I think we've reflected a bit tonight, but I think after the final game of the season will be a great chance for everyone to reflect on some of the favorite moments of the season. We might even make that Fam Reacts more of a season review type thing where everyone that comes up, we can talk about players exceeding expectations. Unless the game's a crazy one and we get some awesome performances, we'll of course touch on that. But until Sunday's game, the last game of the season, can't wait to see you all. But until then, as always,